Hello everyone, how are you? In this video I want to talk about what Breatharianism is and what it is based on. And I will always speak to you from my understanding, from my own understanding throughout a year in this life. What I have understood is that it is not a type of food, it is more a way of living. A way of living that encompasses peace, love, happiness, health. Why all those words? Why does it encompass all those topics? When doing the process, in my case 21 days, I managed to heal my deepest blocks of my being. And by healing those blocks, it's like you enter a state in a vibration of complete harmony and peace. Because it's clear, you empty all your emotional load that you carry throughout many lives, and throughout this whole life. By cleaning yourself, by purifying your whole body, you manage to enter a state of pure love, health, complete health. And well of happiness of course. If you are in a state of love, love brings happiness. There are many people who are nourished in this way, who are entering the path of Breatharian Lifestyle, of Pranic Nourishment. And well, since each person is different, each person chooses their own path. And there are people who choose to continue eating once a week, or twice, or as many as they want. There are people who choose to continue only with liquids, which is my case for the moment. And there are other people who choose, or who reach the point where they support themselves, survive without food and without liquids. That what I have seen that of these cases there are very few. I think, well, me, as far as I know, I think 1 or 2 around the whole world. I mean, it's very. You have to have a very high level of mastery to get to that point. And in my case I still don't feel prepared, far from it, to get to this point and survive. And be able to maintain myself without taking anything, only, absolutely from prana. Right now I am taking it with the liquids. I nourish myself. Well, I basically nourish myself by prana, but I drink liquids. Because it's an emotional part that I am still clinging to that material topic. There are many times that emotionally if you are stressed or whatever, or for example, out of boredom, it takes me to drink something. If I didn't drink anything I think it would be much more difficult for me. So I'm not ready yet. What else? It is a kind of life for people who want to be completely healthy. As I have said, when you do the process are able to access the blocks that you have deepest in your being and to heal them. That entails that all things, diseases, anything you have. Sure, I'm talking about. For those of you who don't understand, I'm talking about emotional blocks. But the first thing that is affected is the emotional part. And from that emotional part it affects the physical part. When I say heal the emotional part, then the physical part is healed. It's all a consequence that comes one after another. And by healing those deepest emotional blockages of your being, the consequence is that you heal the physical part, the diseases, or whatever. Okay, you may wonder if you heal anything, but you wear glasses. I'm on my path, I'm in my apprenticeship, and I feel and through the channels told me that it's not yet the time to heal my sight. It would come, yes it did. But well, I'm not going to. I'm not going to hinder myself because of this. I'm going to continue on my path and when it's time to heal my sight I'll do it. I think I'm not ready to live yet. I've been wearing glasses for many years and I'm still not emotionally ready to take them off and start to heal. When the time comes to me, which is my own learning and path, so I'll do it, and if not, then no. I know yes, but well, let's see. Now we base ourselves on the present and we will see. Another good thing about this type of nourishment, or lifestyle, is that when you get sick, in case you get sick, because you no longer get sick, you nourish yourself from the source, from prana. And prana is pure energy. How can you get sick if you feed on pure energy? It is impossible. Well, nothing is impossible, but it is practically unlikely that this will happen. In case it happens, you can heal yourself. You no longer depend on the medicines that society gives you, or to do therapies or anything. You yourself have great power over your thoughts and over your mind, and you can get to send the messages to your body that you want. If you want to heal, it's as easy as sending messages to your organs, to your cells, telling them that it's time to heal completely. And it happens, just like that. Meditating and sending the messages, you manage to heal your body completely. And I say this from my own experience. Also, to know this, I had to spend a few days of illness. In my case, I had a cold for 3 days, with severe neck pain and symptoms of fever. Well, the typical thing is that you wake up tired and so on. And well, what did I do? Well, in my case, I stopped drinking liquids. Not completely, but I drank much less. I spent those 3 days meditating and sending orders to my body continuously that I wanted to heal myself. That cells, please, organs, it's time to heal by ourselves. It's the moment to absorb all the prana, all the possible energy, and heal ourselves. And the consequence was that spent 3 days without taking anything, and well, and I healed on my own. Another point that includes this type of nourishment or life is the awakening of all your gifts hidden, or all your gifts that reside within you that have not yet awakened. And well, that entails a bit of the more spiritual part, that there are people who believe and people who don't believe. But for the people who believe and who live it, well, with this nourishment it's very easy. You can access all your hidden gifts. Awaken the pineal gland, channeling, manifestations. I, for example, am beginning to practice. Well, I've been here for a few months. But the topic of abundance or manifesting something and it happens. And it really works, it's that easy. Since you vibrate in another type of vibration. Well, all these topics are much easier for you. You also get to channel with the Ascended Masters, to be able to talk to them, to know what your path is through your higher self. He explains to you. He explains to you through your heart. He explains, well, the paths to follow if one day you have doubts or something. You can talk to them and they set a pattern for you and tell you everything with complete love. Another topic of this type of nourishment, which I've already said before, which is tied to happiness, is the topic of love. To stop feeling anger or resentment, or any more negative emotion, in quotes, to other people, or whatever. You begin to vibrate in a state of peace, harmony, happiness, love. You feel love for everything and everyone. Many things that bothered you before stop bothering you. I mean, it's very difficult to explain if you don't live it, you know. If you haven't experienced it, it's very difficult to explain with words. But yes, you live in a state of love and harmony. Without doing anything else, you already love everyone. It's like you go for a walk down the street and all the people you see feel a love for them. You don't feel anger or resentment, and you stop judging people. And well, there are many things that it encompasses. But on the subject of love and happiness, it's something that I've noticed a lot. And if you are a person that when I say these words, love, happiness, healing, something vibrates inside you, maybe this is your path, maybe you are. You are on the path, but still you haven't discovered the last step. Or the step towards this Breatharian lifestyle or Pranic Nourishment. And well, these are some of the most important points that I can express right now about this type of nourishment. The ones that I've noticed the most change. There are many things that include this type of nourishment, in quotes, or feeding. There are many changes, many benefits. Clearly there are obstacles because everything is an integration. And in one day you no longer want to be the teacher. I mean, everything has its pace and its preparation. Body and mind. Everything has to be prepared, adapted. But well, when you achieve it, you vibrate more and more in love. And you're more healthier, and it's easier for you to have what you want through your thoughts. You realize the power of the mind, of the strength that your thoughts have. Also, another thing that I've noticed a lot is that you perceive other people a lot. That it's also an integration because, of course, at the beginning it's difficult to live with more people, and start to notice many energies that penetrate your being and that slightly alter your state of well-being. But over time you start to know a little how to deal with those energies. Because of course, we are in a social world, right? Aren't you going to lock yourself at home? And well, since you don't lock yourself in your house and have a social life, in the end you learn to live together. You learn to live with those energies. And you learn to be well. When you receive something it's from such a place, or such. I mean, it's not yourself that you feel bad, but rather that you receive the information. And it alters you or it doesn't alter you, each time you handle it better. Now, for example, it doesn't bother me anymore. Whether I notice a change in vibration depends on where I am or who I am with. But I no longer let it affect me. It's already like I'm not protecting myself all day, but well, my body has already been created unconsciously. It has learned a way so that it isn't affected all day by the vibrations of other people, or of other places, or from other places. Because if not, I would never be in my center, right? Because there are always many vibrations and other things that surround you, and we can't let them affect to us. We have to be free and be able to live in our own being and center and well-being. And well, I think that I'll leave this video here. I'll finish it now. And nothing to tell you that apart from what I've told now, there are many more things that include this type of nourishment, the Breatharianism, or Breatharian path, or Breatharian lifestyle. Whatever you want to call it. There are many other things that, well, for now, well, they don't work out for me, and I suppose that it only comes out, or I only tell what I really have to tell, right? If I had to tell other things, they would come to my mind right now, and I could easily explain them. And if it don't come, it's because it's not time to explain them. And what I'm explaining on is enough. And nothing, boys and girls, human beings. I hope that you liked this video and that it helped you, and that helps you to understand a little more about what this type of life or nourishment consists of. Come on, until next time.